All I wanted for Christmas was more wrestling sets, and not only do we have a brand new one today, but we also have clarity as to the Panini and WWE contracts moving forward into 2024. Let's get into it, wrestling fans. Hey, what's going on YouTube? RGL coming back at you with a brand new video. Just 2 videos left in 2023. And y'all know I had to do a wrestling one as one of the final 2 that we've got for you this week. And today we are checking out an entire case of 2023 Prism WWE Lucky Envelopes. That's right, 20 cards, 10 packs, 2 cards per pack. Every card numbered to 8. This is the final extension of Prism WWE, which came out way earlier this year. I believe back in like March, right around WrestleMania season, and now it's Rumble season.
You will go flying over that top rope, Paul Heyman.
We have our final Prism product of the year, so we're gonna check this one on out. We also have clarity as to Panini and WWE going forward. There was a lot of rumors going around. There was a whole big thing upheld in court. And as it turns out, we might be getting a few more Panini WWE sets 2023 branded into 2024. It does look like Elite WWE is on track for January. We've also seen photos of Al Snow signing impeccable cards, which means we might be getting the full slate of Panini products. I'm talking Impeccable, Immaculate, Chronicles. Maybe it might be the final few sets from Panini. We'll have to wait and see if we get 2024 Prism. But as of right now, it does look like we do have some wrestling sets in the pipeline, and we have been starved for these because all we've had trickling out are things like Team All and Lucky Envelopes from Select and Prism, but we've been waiting for all the really good stuff, and it does look like we are going to get it. We are also going to be getting Leaf Heroes of Wrestling Metal sometime in January as well. That's going to be the first set in over 20 years to feature Rock autographs, so I'm looking forward to that. If you're looking forward to me ripping a $1,300 box of Prism Lucky Envelopes today, go ahead and hit that like button. As always, if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We do a lot of wrestling rips, not just on the channel, but in our live streams as well. We rip a couple wrestling breaks every week. I'm sure we'll have a pretty fun one this weekend on rungoodlife.com. Break will probably be posted tomorrow. Wait, tomorrow's... Yeah, we should be live Saturday. I think so. If you want more clarity on the Panini and WWE situation, my friend Adam Gelman, SCU Uncensored, did a really great video on it. I will drop the link in the description. So, the reason why I am ripping these, twofold. Reason why I decided to do 10. Number 1, I know a lot of people in the wrestling card community, the amazing wrestling card community that stretches onto Twitter, that stretches here onto YouTube, or X, stretches here on YouTube, and then over on Whatnot as well. There's a couple really good breakers, wrestling breakers over there, including Wholesale Jr., who you can catch me in. He does a lot of like pick your wrestler style stuff. So shout out Jr. for hooking me up on some of my spots. But as you guys know, Nikkita Lyons Super Collector, and I have the full rainbow from Prism this year. I have the full rainbow with the exception of one card. I'm gonna let you guys try and figure out which card that is. As I scroll on through, there's the white sparkle, there's the blue, there's the premium set, there's the orange, there's the teal, there is the retail green Pulsar to 25 tough pull, there is the Mojo to 25, there's the FOTL shimmer, there's the true gold, there's the gold undercard, the gold shimmer to 5, and of course there's the beautiful black 101. But somewhere between here and here there is another parallel. It is a lucky envelope. It is numbered to 8. I need it, so we're gonna open 10 today, and if we don't hit the card that I need for my PC, hopefully I pull a card for some of my wrestling compadres PCs and sell them to them at a fair price.
I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to make money.
Even though this one is pricey, $130 an envelope is what they're being sold for on David Adams. Even though this one's a pricey one for me to record, a lot of these cards will be headed out to various PCs throughout the wrestling card community. If I pull something today that is for your PC, be sure just to hit me up on Instagram or hit me up on Twitter, X, whatever they call it these days, and we can try and work a deal and get that one into your PC.
Everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man.
So these are the most degenerate of pretty much, you know, we've done a lot of lucky envelopes, so they should need no introduction. I did Select WWE most recently. So these are the most degenerate of all the WWE products, in my opinion, because they are only 2 cards, both of them numbered to 8, and that's it, 200 card set, so a 10% chance to get the card that I am looking for. But otherwise, hopefully we see some Romans, hopefully we see some Stone Cold, Rock. So we're looking for top names: LA Knight, Cody, Alexa, obviously. Liv Morgan stuff has been crazy lately. Liv and Cora Jade and Tiffany Stratton, all of them have been selling quite well lately as far as newer wrestlers go. One of the questions that I always get asked, for people watching our wrestling breaks who might not be familiar with, WWE in 2023, who sells? Who are we looking for? And other than the big names of the Attitude Era like Stone Cold, Undertaker, Mankind, guys like that, that you might know, Hulk Hogan, of course, Ultimate Warrior, of course, guys like that from even earlier. Really the top ones that sell are guys like Roman Reigns, John Cena, Randy Orton, all the major stars of today, and then the female wrestlers do very well, obviously, like Alexa Bliss, Charlotte, Bianca, Bayley, all those, and then some of the girls down in NXT who are just now getting their start in WWE. Some of their very first cards. So we're going to kick it off, first of 10 packs today, and it's going to be on a checkerboard design, and that is our current Women's Champion, Io Sky. So that is an Io Sky to 8. That's actually a really good start. This is a 200 card checklist, down 100 from Select, which Select can be a little bit brutal. We did some lucky envelopes on the channel, and they are a little bit brutal. But Select should be a little easier to hit top names. So Io first out, and following Io, we've got Wendy Chu. So that's one of the maybe not so good names. She hasn't really done too much down in NXT, which is kind of WWE's developmental. So Wendy Chu is going to be number 3 of 8, but the bigger name in there, the one that, I'm sure I'll get a couple of DMs about, is Io Sky, who is the current women's champion, part of a faction called Damage Control, and they're pretty good storyline, honestly. They're all bad girls, mean girls, whatever you want to call them. 3 of 8 on the Io. And yeah, if you're not familiar with modern wrestling, I'll kind of try to clue you in. But we got 10 today. So yeah, we get a lot of people who watch these videos who obviously are, diehard wrestling fans who know everything, and I'm just telling them stuff they already know. And then we get people who are maybe lapsed fans who, watched 10 years ago, 5 years ago, and haven't really watched much since. So I like to try to offer some context for everybody in these videos. All right, next out, Ronda. So Ronda recently left WWE, but her stuff surprisingly still sells well. Ronda is doing some independent shows nowadays. And yeah, former UFC competitor, so she has fans from that era of her career as well. It's actually a good start. Ronda Rousey and Io to start. Next out is going to be Zoe Stark. So her stuff doesn't really sell super well. She's kind of newer. Hasn't really found her footing in WWE yet. That one also has a print line, unfortunately, which is to be expected. You do see those on the checkerboard patterns and the red wave patterns with WWE from time to time, so unfortunate right there, but 8 of 8 on the Zoe. But the Ronda's actually pretty decent. These cards have a little bit of a bowing to them. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. A little bit of a bowing. Nothing that a top loader shouldn't fix, though. They're a little bit tougher to top load. Ronda. And that one is number 2 of 8 on the Ronda. All right, 8 boxes left today. I've already know for sure that I've hit 3 of the 4 cards. Gonna go to people's PCs in the wrestling community. I already know I know a couple Ronda collectors. I know an Io collector. I know a Zoe collector. So it is cool when you are ingrained in the community like that and a part of a community that spans different social media channels. And you all kind of, help each other with one another's PCs. So definitely have some PC cards coming out, already heading out. Next out, that's going to be the big dog, Roman Reigns. I imagine that's going to be a top 5 name in this set.
Acknowledge me.
I actually have the gold shimmer of this one, of him swinging the belts. It's one of my favorite Roman Reigns cards. I'm not a particularly huge fan of the horizontal cards. I prefer vertical cards with in terms of cards. But yeah, that's actually probably like a top 5 name. So that one not only pays for the envelope, but pays for maybe almost 2 envelopes. I would say this one probably 200 plus, but again, just speculating. Brand new product, no comps on a lot of these. Next one out, we have another horizontal, and that's going to be Malik Blade. So he is an NXT superstar. Hasn't really done too much yet. So Malik Blade to 2 of 8, but man, the biggest card of the day so far, the Roman. I know a bunch of Roman collectors, but oh boy, that one might have to go in because I'm looking at it and the centering looks so clean. That might be a grading candidate. Only 8 of these. Yeah, that one looks okay. That one looks pretty solid. Maybe a little thick over here, but man, I'm not seeing any print lines. That one just looking good. That one might have to go to PSA and hopefully gem out along with my Gold Shimmer FOTL. All right. Wow, that's a good one. That's a good one. It feels good to get a really big name in the early on. You're not sweating trying to, you know, play the recoup game later on in the later packs, you know, and you haven't seen anybody big. We've actually had some pretty solid packs. Once again, 200 card checklist in this product, so it is going to be a little easier to pull some top names. There's not a ton of filler in the product like there is with Select, for example. Next out, Sheamus, WWE legend, surefire Hall of Famer. Nobody knows if he's done wrestling or what the deal might be. Maybe he's coming back at the Rumble season. All right, next out is going to be Massey. So that was by far our worst pack. Not too much value on here. He was released from the WWE, currently doing independence, I believe. 3 of 8 on the Massey. Him and Mansoor. Funny guys. They do stream on Twitch. Funny guys, but the character never really got off the ground. 4 of 8 on the Sheamus. All right, we're down to 6 envelopes left today. I want to thank you for joining me, whether this is your first video or you've watched every video. Thank you for helping the channel have its best year ever, and we're going to run it back in 2024. We're going to end the year right around 46,000 subscribers, so maybe next year we'll be crossing over 60,000 or something like that to end 2024. But, man, I just want to say if this is your first video or if it's your 500th, 1000th video with me, thank you guys for all the support this year. Zelina Vega, her stuff sells okay. Yeah, her stuff sells okay. Not the best, but that's a decent name. That's like a middle of the road on the checklist. And Jinder, that's a lower tier name. So we've had a couple dud packs. Jinder Mahal, I actually like Jinder a lot. 8 of 8, an unlikely world champion. I believe he beat Randy Orton for the belt. I think it was Orton. Zelina Vega, 8 of 8 on that one. All right, we're halfway through the rip. I've had a 5% chance to pull the Nikkita, which means we have 5% more of a chance to pull it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to maybe trade that Roman for finish up my rainbow. Excited. Hopefully, we have Elite in January. Hopefully, no more delays. And then, yeah, hopefully we get that impeccable set that Al Snow was signing cards on. And, yeah. Montez Ford. Good talent, Montez Ford. Part of the Street Profits in a faction with Bobby Lashley, but does not sell for that much. And behind him, let's see if we can do this. With a peace sign up from NXT. Oh, this one's going to be... yeah, Rip Fowler, who is also no longer with the company. I believe I saw he's in Impact Wrestling, TNA Wrestling, with back with his tag team partner, James Drake. They're the grizzled young veterans. So that was part of the dyad, and didn't really work out. That faction never really caught too much steam, but yeah, these envelopes we've gone cold. So we got to make these final 4 count. We got to see at least like 1 or 2 decent names. One more big name would be really nice. Like a Becky Lynch, or a Bailey, or an Alexa. Someone along those lines. Or like a Hogan. We need one more big name. Or a Nikkita. There's Bailey. Okay, well, ask and you shall receive. Bailey, again, the quote-unquote leader of Damage Control, and I'm sure they're going to kick her out of that faction at some point, and she's going to be a face again, or a good guy in wrestling, good girl in wrestling. Face is a good person, heel's a bad person, for those not up with the wrestling lingo. Next card out. Oh, is this Rock? No, it's Lyra Valkyria. I know it says Aoife Valkyrie, but it's actually Lyra Valkyria, who is the NXT Women's Champion. Yeah, this is a little bit before her name change, before she came over to the NXT. In the US, she was in NXT for a while. Over in the UK, and then they closed that one on up, and now it's all just one NXT here stateside. Bailey, not bad. Valkyrie, I actually don't know how well. I don't know how her stuff does. She only has a couple cards with her new name. Bailey is going to be numbered 8 of 8. And 3 packs left, 6 cards today. Tomorrow, I will be doing my final video of 2023 for y'all. It's one that has been requested for a long, long time. So I really hope that you enjoy the content today and tomorrow. Final couple videos of 2023. And we kick off 2024 next week. Got Finn, part of the Judgment Day faction. His stuff doesn't sell as well as, say, Rhea Ripley. Rhea would be the best name in the Judgment Day. Finn, I'm noticing a trend. The first card seems to almost always be a vertical card, and the second card almost always seems to be a horizontal card. I don't know why that is. Baron Corbin. Ooh, not the best pack. 7 of 8 on the Baron. He is a great worker. His character is finally starting to come around as well. He's really done a lot of character work in the last couple of years. He's just one of the characters that fans love to boo. Finn Balor is going to be numbered 2 of 8. All right, final 2 packs of the day. Settle for one more nice name. We got Royal Rumble coming up in just a little bit. It's always my favorite pay-per-view of the year, that and Mania. Robert Roode, Big Shot Bob. Oof. Oh boy, that's not who we're looking for. And then the next card gonna be from NXT. Duke Hudson. Oh boy, that was the worst pack. That was the worst pack so far. Duke Hudson, not really doing too much down in NXT. 5 of 8. And then Robert Roode. Oh boy. Big Shot Bob. I love Big Shot Bob, but all right. Final pack of the day. I want to thank you guys for joining me. What are we at? 2 cards, 1% chance to pull a Nikkita lucky envelope here. Otherwise, it's going to be checking eBay, waiting for one of my friends to pull one, or trying to hit one in our breaks and praying they'll trade me. Oh boy. Okay, well, let's see if we can get some trade bait. See if we can find some trade bait today. Final card. Bianca Belair. Okay, that's not bad. I know a couple Bianca collectors. Bianca Belair to 8. And then our final card. The Dream is still alive. No, because she has NXT. They would be yellow. Alright, we need a good name here. Valhalla. Valhalla, 4 of 8. Oh boy, I would say, and this is, again, my first time seeing one of these cases ripped, I would say we were a little bit light on the superstars, a little light on the desirable names in this one. I'm very curious to know. We do plan to rip a couple of these full cases in our breaks. I'm very curious what one of them is going to look like. I'm wondering if I took the bad case. I guess only time will tell, and we'll be able to compare this one with one of the ones that we rip in our upcoming breaks. Take a look at the hits. Some okay names here, I guess. I mean, all of these wrestlers, Finn's probably of all these, Finn and Valkyrie, probably the better names. Montez, not bad. Zelina, not bad. Jinder, Sheamus, not bad. But of these names, I do know that most of them do have a collector or two. But in terms of value, yeah, these would be the ones that don't pay for their envelope for sure. Again, 130 in envelope, so $65 per card. I think most of these fall short. Some of these other ones up here might be like 25 or 30. And then these fall, probably most of these fall under the $20 mark on those names. Here were our better names today. We did hit a couple really, really strong ones. Yeah, we did okay on some decent names. So, Io, I know her golds usually sell for like 50 to 80 bucks, so that one's not bad. Bianca sells for a little under Io. Bailey stuff sells for around Bianca stuff. Ronda Rousey stuff actually does incredibly well, so this one is definitely a $100+ card. Zoe Stark, probably like 50 bucks, maybe a little under. The Big Dog, definitely our best card of the day. I'm actually curious how much this one sells for. I know my Gold Shimmer PSA 10 to 5. I did get an offer of $1,000 on it, and I turned that down. So I know that the lucky envelopes are less desirable than the gold Shimmers and also the True Golds. But yeah, I'm curious if this is, you know, $250 or more card. I would have to imagine. That is a look at lucky envelopes. I did not see too many of these online as I posted them, so we ripped a full case today. I would say that one was probably average. The Roman's a huge card, probably one of the top 5 cards in the set, but we didn't get, like, Sol Ruka's probably the best rookie in the set, and we missed some of the bigger women in the product as well. Overall, though, I'm happy. A lot of these cards will find their way into the wrestling card collector community's PCs, and hopefully I can track mine down in due time. That's going to do it for me. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of the lucky envelopes. Are they true 2D gen for you? Did you rip any? Are you going to rip any? And that is going to do it for me. Hopefully we come back sometime in early 2024 with another wrestling video. Hopefully it's Elite or Leaf Heroes of Wrestling Metal. We'll see which one comes out first, but those should be our next 2 sets that come out our way. That's going to do it for me, wrestling fans. Have a happy new year. Catch ya on down the road in 2024.